And happening right now, people from across the state are paying their respects to fallen Delaware County Sheriff's Deputy Corporal Blake Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds was killed in the line of duty last week while helping a strained truck driver on I-69. And now this morning, the community is coming together to honor his life. Hannah Fulman has been live out there for us all morning long. Hannah, I know that his body arrived about an hour ago, and we're now seeing some images from inside. It looks like some people are starting to arrive.
That's right. Hundreds of people actually within the last hour are making their way through those doors at Delta High School, where he actually went to school about a decade or so ago. And you can actually hear them testing the loudspeaker as they get ready for the funeral, which is happening in under an hour from now. They're also handing out these pamphlets. This is the pamphlet that people are going to be receiving as they come to the funeral service. And also, he had a very strong faith, and at request of the family, they're handing out New Testament Bibles to people who are coming here today. Again, he had a very, very strong faith. And actually, during the crash, we learned from his family that police officers who were canvassing the scene found a Bible in the middle of the road that day, and that Bible did belong to Blake. Now we're going to talk a little bit about his life ahead of the funeral, which is going to happen in about an hour or so. Blake was just 31 years old when his life was taken too soon. He had a strong faith, like we said. He loved Star Wars, he loved music and football, and he was just a great person to be around. His love for so many different people and his faith grew him to be the person he was at just 31 years old. Again, life taken way too soon. He became a corporal in just 3 years at the Sheriff's Department, showing his hard work and his grit. Yesterday, family and close friends came together for a private service to honor his life. A flag was presented in his honor, which we saw earlier this morning, by his uniformed brothers and sisters as they gave their final salute. A public visitation followed soon after. People who came out, hundreds of people, some who didn't even know him, to pay their respects. Reynolds will not only be remembered as a corporal with the Sheriff's Department, but also a loving husband, son, father, brother, and friend to those who knew him.
As a dad, especially with boys, you want to grow up and them look up to you as their hero, you know. And I don't know if I ever achieved that, but I can tell you, Blake's become my hero.
You just heard from Blake's father right there. And during this incredibly difficult time, the family wants to ensure their son and his sacrifice will never be forgotten. Again, the funeral starts right here at 10 o'clock, less than an hour away, and we continue to see people pour into the school. This is, again, where Blake went to school just about a decade or so ago, and he was a very proud graduate here. He also did security for football and basketball games recently even. He loved his school very, very much. Following the funeral here, there will be a procession to the cemetery where his body will be laid to rest. For now, reporting live here at Delta High School, I'm Hannah Fulman.
Hannah, thank you for that. I know we're starting to see kind of the inside images of what's happening there, and we're seeing the list of speakers who are going to be speaking during the funeral today, including Blake Reynolds' father, his brother, his wife also listed to speak.
And the sheriff will be addressing as well. And what we're also seeing inside the school right now is 2 deputies posted on guard next to the casket. And that is one thing in a case like this. Anytime a member of law enforcement dies in the line of duty, they are never left alone until the day of their burial. So since the day he died, there's been someone posted on guard with his remains, with his body, 24 hours a day. And that continues even right now there with 2 posted on guard until when they finally lay him to rest at the cemetery later on this morning. So very solemn, meaningful symbolism to go along with these, this emotional day that's happening there as well.